Hello there, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy, and on this channel we do DIYs, we do wood science, and there is always tons of laughter to be had here. So today I am collaborating with Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. Say that 3 times fast. And I'm going to be telling you about her a little bit more in the video. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. All right, our first and favorite DIY, we're starting with this spring wood truck. Some comparable trucks from Dollar Tree is, they had a Halloween one, the fall one, and then there's this one. So we're gonna go ahead and take the strings off and we are gonna flip this on over and start painting. Now I do wanna say I was totally inspired by my girlfriend, Jessica. She makes like the wood kits for tiered trays on her Etsy shop, and she made basically something almost exactly the same. So I asked her if she would mind if I recreated it using Dollar Tree items, and she said yes, of course. So I'm gonna leave her link down in my her Etsy shop link down in my description box if you guys want to check hers out. Maybe you don't have this truck, so I'll leave that down there for you. So right here I'm taking Still Gray by Waverly, and I form my back window and my mirrors. I keep referencing the front of the sign so I know like where I should put things. Then taking another brush, these are just makeup brushes, I'm creating my fenders. Now I'm doing this first because I want to be able to outline the fenders before applying black to the entire thing. That way you know, like, hey, these are fenders, not just some weird bumps on the side of the truck. So after outlining the windows and the side windows, I come back in with Still Gray, and you could see I'm just highlighting it just so you know that these are a different part of our truck. So after that, I'm going to paint the entire truck with black. And remember, this is inspiration. You can paint this bright blue with lemons. I mean, anything you want. And then going back in again, I'm highlighting around the windows, the hood, just giving it more definition and character. I'm also going to move down to the bottom. See, I'm like referencing because I was like, what are all these little grooves for? And this was for a bumper. Sorry, I don't know why my screen got like super bright right here, but it is what it is. So now I am just gonna create that bumper right here. And then after we're done with that, we're gonna move on to our lights. So I get my daubers. Love these daubers. Or no, I am gonna do the white first. And you guys, there's no rhyme or reason for what I'm doing. Like, I'm just adding what I think looks great. You do you, and you add as much or as little as you want to this. Now taking the daubers, I am adding some red brake lights, and then I'll put some orangey lights on top of that with my pumpkin by Waverly. I love these daubers. You're going to see me use them again later. And now we are going to get 8 Jenga blocks total, and actually 5 of these jumbo craft sticks from Walmart. I don't show the other 3, but we're gonna just stain these in Antique Wax by Waverly. After this, we're gonna go ahead and move on to putting together the bed of our truck. So you can paint these whatever color you want, of course. All right, so I recycle these. As you can see, there are 2 Jenga blocks glued together. And then I put them on the truck to see how far I wanted to cut these craft sticks. So I'm gonna cut both of these craft sticks down. Yeah, it would not cut. I had to go and get my craft blade out because those scissors did not want to cut for whatever reason. So now I'm going to glue the craft stick to the bottom of these Jenga blocks. As you can see, I hope I'm explaining this clearly, y'all. And I'm going to take our next set, glue those to our craft stick, and now I'm going to stack these on top of each other. So on this bottom row, you should have 4 Jenga blocks on each side. This is going to be the bottom of the bed of our truck, okay? There you go, easy peasy. Now taking 4 more on each side, I'm going to double stack them up. That way the bed of our truck is going to come out a bit. That way you can put lemons inside of it. So get that. You could use wood glue, super glue, up to you. I chose to use hot glue for this. Easy peasy, right? All right, now we're going to attach that to our truck, and then taking the 3 other craft sticks that I cut down to size,
we are going to stack those on the front to make our like kind of bed, our tailgate. So here you go, stack those on top. And I wanted to show you the crate because I know a lot of people would be like, why don't you just use the crate? But you can see it's substantially smaller than the one we built. And I thought if I would put that on, it just would have looked odd because the truck is so big. So after we're done with that, I'm gonna get the sign that originally came on it. We're gonna coat that twice with Rust-Oleum linen white. And I am going to then draw some lines with my lead pencil, smear it, and then draw some random lines to make it look like wood grain. And I made this decal off my Cricut. You could also use stickers. You could use your own handwriting. And now Jessica made hers interchangeable. So I was like, you know what? I am going to use these Velcro pieces, stick them on the back. That way I could change up the sign as the seasons go by. So easy peasy. And now I'm going to put a grocery bag at the bottom. That way it has, you know, a little bit of height there. And I chose to decorate mine with Spanish moss, my lemons that were in the original Hobby Lobby bag, and a little bit of picks of the boxwood. And y'all, I really surprised myself. I don't know if y'all know, but I've never done one of these trucks on my channel. I have done the like already like cut out ones from Dollar General, but I've never put one together myself. So I was very proud of how this came out. Let me know what you think down below.
All right, that was the first DIY. Lemons are hot right now, y'all. Absolutely hot. So if you find them, pick them up. Hobby Lobby is a great place to find them right now when the like fruit, like the faux fruit and stuff like that is 50% off. It's actually cheaper than finding the 3-pack at Dollar Tree. So keep that in mind when you are looking. And you guys, I hope you're enjoying these. I hope it's a nice change. It's bright, it's airy, it's fun. So you guys, you know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the DIYs, if you are digging the channel, then make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It truly does help my channel out. It helps me grow. And I think you guys all know it, but I'll say it anyways. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate every time you take the opportunity to watch one of my videos, every time you press the like button, every comment you leave. I really appreciate it. And you guys, like I said, I am collabing with Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. Gosh, I try to say it so fast. So I'm going to be telling you more about her after this next DIY. So let's get going.
All right, for this next one, I'm just taking an Easter sign. We're gonna rip all the stuff off of this side, paint the back with Rust-Oleum linen white. Now, you need to put enough paint on there. So don't put too light of a coat, don't put too heavy of a coat, because we're gonna go in with this wood grain tool. So I'm gonna put this in my Amazon store link. It's, I think, like under $8, and there's quite a few pieces that come with it. And you essentially are just rocking it back and forth. Back and forth. And let me tell you, you need some practice. I've already tried doing this for a DIY once and ended up throwing it in the trash because I thought it looked horrible. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it another go. So I'm tapping it on my mat so that I could get the excess paint out of the grooves there. Then I kind of dry it down and I'm like, no, I'm going to pass this through one more time just to see if I could get the look that I want. And let me tell you, it looks kind of funky from this image, but once you see it put all together, like holy wood grain, it looks amazing. Definitely need more practice with it though. So after that is all dry, I go to my computer, hashtag duh, and I just print these out. I just have a regular printer, and I am going to cut all of them out, and I'm going to use them as stencils. So I am just going to take my lead pencil. This would probably have worked better if I would have printed them on cardstock. It would have been a little thicker, but it works. It did the job. So I'm going to go ahead and trace these all out, the H, the M, and the E here. Easy peasy. All right, now taking my Arteza paint pens, I will leave the link for these down in the description box. I am outlining these, and the reason I outlined them first was so that I could kind of have like a paint inside the lines kind of thing going on. I would have my straight lines. I would be able to paint inside of them, and it would just make it so much easier on me to keep it neat and crisp. So now taking another makeup brush, this is actually an eyebrow brush, and I am going to paint the insides of the HME. How many times am I going to say HME in this? I don't know, but y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm feeling it, okay? So after we're done painting all of these, I didn't say HME. I just did. Okay. So anyways, moving on. This is Rich Black by Folk Art. All right, so now that we're done with that, I'm just taking my sander and I'm sanding that down because the marker actually turned up brighter than the chalk paint, which, I mean, that was probably going to happen, and it worked blending it all together. So now taking this round piece of tape, roll of tape, I just traced it out so we had a nice base for where the direction that our wreath was going to go. So now taking boxwood from Walmart, I am just going to put this all around. And let me tell you, the boxwood actually does very well with hot glue. It doesn't melt. It worked great. So I'm going to follow this around my circle. I'm not going to show you all that. It's kind of boring. Then I am going to just kind of fill in where I think it looks bare, or maybe you could see the hot glue. And after this, I'm going to grab this bag of lemons. Got them at Hobby Lobby, $6, 50% off. And I love that they have a variety of sizes in there. So I'm going to take the smaller ones and I'm going to hot glue these. Now make sure when you're hot gluing them, you press down because you want them to attach to the greenery and the sign. That way when you lift your sign up, you don't have like the lemons kind of hanging at you. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish those. Then taking this gingham ribbon from Dollar Tree, we are going to put that in as our hanger. I thought this looked so cute and it turned out way better than I would have imagined. So I'm really happy with the outcome. And don't think I'm leaving the back like that. Do not. You guys know me a little better than that. So oh, look at that poor bunny. Yes, yes, girl, that needs to be covered. Like imagine picking that sign up and seeing that scary bunny on the back of it. No. So we go ahead and put it on our shipping paper, cut it out. Now we have a nice clean back. All that hard work, make sure to cover the back, you know, just make it look like it's store-bought. And look at this. Look at it. It's so stunning. That wood grain that pops through. Whew. Yes, I am feeling this. Let me know how you feel about the wood grain on this DIY project. Okay, you guys, so I am collabing with Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie today. She is absolutely amazing. She does a lot of different stuff. So she does do a lot of farmhouse, but like, as you can see, she ventures out and she does, you know, outdoor things. She does hauls and she is the sweetest gal ever. She also does a lot of different collabs and challenges. So it's a great way of meeting new people from her as well. So I'm going to leave the link for her channel and today's video down in the description box. Make sure to check her out after this video is over. Okay, for our next DIY, I am recycling this Easter sign and I am taking my favorite like sticker beads, and I just love these, and this is my last pack, so I need to find more. But these things are so sticky, y'all, like so sticky. I'm going to just go ahead and put these all around the front of our sign. After that, I am going to take the Rich Black by Folk Art and paint this. Now, I want to let you know, if you are using this brand new, these are the Dollar Tree signs that say like, "This is us, thankful." Paint does not want to stick to them. They're not like a real wood. They're almost like plastic almost. I don't know how to explain them, but paint does not want to stick to them. So lay a base coat of Mod Podge down first and then paint. That way it has something to stick to. You can also try sanding them down, but these things are not that sturdy. So I wanted to show you right here. See, it doesn't want to stick. So I just sand the front of that down to get the old vinyl adhesive off. Then I'm going to do 2 coats of Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint on this. And then after that, I'm going to take those daubers back out. I'm taking Mango by Arteza, and I will stick these. If I could find the link from Hobby Lobby, I'll put them. If I can't, I'll find some on Amazon for you and put them in my Amazon store as well. So after we are done with that, I'm taking my decal I got from the Cricut Studio. This is their design, so I cannot sell it. However, there are tons of lemon stencils on Amazon right now. If I can find some, I will stick them in my Amazon shop for you. So now we're gonna just go ahead and put this together. Easy peasy. And I really was like, should I make the lemons yellow? Should I make them black? But for whatever reason, this black was calling to me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and distress them. And whoo, you guys, this sign turned out so good. This is definitely like a store worthy, beautiful sign that you would find in Hobby Lobby like any day. Look at how gorgeous. It is bright. I love the black in the lemons, really pops out at you, and the little details of the polka dots that match the beaded framework. It's amazing. So now I'm going to show you another one to go with it. So I got these panels at Walmart. They're 3 for under $5. I think they're around 6 by 6 in size. And I am going to get my slice wood beads. Y'all, all of like the slice wood beads, my paints, most of the stuff I use, you can find in my Amazon store link down in my description box. So I start with putting them on the corners. At first I thought I was going to put them all the way around, but I changed my mind. Now I'm taking white by Waverly, just doing one coat. Then I'm taping off the inside with some craft tape, painter's tape, and that way we don't get black on there. I'm going to go ahead and cover our entire frame. Make sure to get the insides of your frames. There is nothing more frustrating than taking the painter's tape off and realizing you never even did the inside of the frame. So after that, I'm taking this decal. Y'all, please tell me what I did wrong. I made this with my Cricut and I tried the cursive lettering like 3 different times, but every time I welded it, it did this to the O's. But I was committed at this point, so I was like, it is what it is. So let me know what to do differently. Okay, so I'm going to cut that down to size, and I am just going to use my glue stick. We're going to glue that to the bottom, and then to tie this into our other sign, I am, of course, going to take some white and distress the frame down a bit. Because look, you can see right there, you can't even tell that sliced like wood bead is on there. So when you are distressing on top of it, it really makes it pop out at you and show you like, hey, I'm here, you know? And look at how cute these turned out. These would be absolutely perfect for a tiered tray. I mean, just even the greenery with the lemons and these 2 signs would be enough for me. I think they are so adorable. All right, our last one. I got this towel from Dollar General. I knew I was going to use it to make something. And then a Christmas tag sign from Dollar Tree. I am just playing around with placement here first. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip it around. We're going to cut that bulk piece off of the end. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to glue that end. So I'm kind of like, as I'm gluing, I'm kind of pulling the towel towards me. That way I could tighten it up because you don't want it sagging here. And then of course I have to save the top piece. So I cut it off right where it starts again. We're going to flip this back around. Sorry, no, we're not flipping it around. I'm marking my spot so I know how high I could come up with my hot glue. And then again, as I'm pushing it down, I'm pushing the towel in upward motions to really tighten that on our sign. All right, next we are cutting off our excess. We're gonna flip our sign around and I am going to hot glue this. This was so easy, you guys. And like Walmart right now has a like bright blue lemon version because I know some of you are doing the bright blue with lemons. That would work very well. Oh my gosh, Hank, seriously, bud? And all right, so just finishing that up on this side, then we're gonna turn her around, I think it's steel gray. And you guys, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just like, well, if anything peeks through the greenery, then at least you see gray. But what would be the difference if you saw the brown? I have no idea. You do you. I'm a hot mess. Let's move on. So taking the boxwood again from Walmart, I took them all off of their stems. That way I had more flexibility with placement, how full I wanted it, where I wanted it to go. And I'm literally going to cover the entire top of this with boxwood. So I'm not going to put you through the pain of watching me do that. I'm going to jump ahead to after I've glued it all down. Any day now, maybe. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we need to cover the top of all that boxwood. So I grab this burlap ribbon. I got this at Walmart during Halloween time. And I'm going to hot glue the ends together. And then I'm going to cut another piece of our ribbon out and make like a cylinder. And that's going to be the middle of our bow. You guys know I love making my bows with zip ties. If you guys want a slower tutorial, I will link that down in my description box. All right, then I realized I have this lemon ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I was like, this is perfection. So I hot glue it down on the back, wrap it around, and then I just tack it off again. And this just gives it something a little bit more than just like stark black. All right, so now we're piecing it together, getting our zip tie, and then we're gonna go ahead and tighten that up, cut the excess of your zip tie off, and we are going to hot glue it to the top right here. I will say I didn't show it on camera, but I did cover the back up, and I did add some black of the burlap ribbon to the back to hang. So now I'm taking different sizes of the lemons. I am taking the stems from the boxwood and just sticking them in there. And now I'm making sure to hot glue those lemons down to the actual sign. Again, that way so they're not kind of like popping or hanging when you are hanging your sign up. Now they're attached, they're not going anywhere. And you guys, let me know what you think of this towel DIY. And there's so many things because you can do this with any kind of towel, which is awesome. So I hope you guys love the DIYs today. Leave me a lemon emoji down in the comments if you're still here. Please make sure to take the time to check out Lisa Marie's channel. I know that you guys will absolutely adore her. And you guys know I will be back here on Thursday for another DIY, not DIY, a haul. And also make sure to check out Crafting a Healthy Life. That is my new vlog channel.
I got it. Pulling out the big babies. I used to wear these when I was a store manager. And I would get all fancy for work. Do you guys remember Arden B and Wet Seal? Yup. And then I was like, you know what? Pull those babies out again. Pull them. Oh, crap. Didn't even take the back. Oh, yeah. Hey, girl. You guys, Chic on the Cheap. She does those Walmart hauls. Walmart, if you hear me. Nothing, babe. I was talking to myself. If you hear me, I love you. Please, please, let me do some shop with you videos and stuff. Please. What, babe? Nothing, baby. I was yelling at myself. Okay. These Chic on the Cheap, tried them on, and like they were bringing them out on the racks. And I bought the pink and the white because I didn't know if I was going to like them. And they were like, I think $12 each, which is expensive. But that's pricey for me. I go shop at the thrift store. And I shop at Walmart, of course. But I was like, oh, that's expensive to buy like all of the colors. It was like pink, like almost like a chiffon kind of color, not pure white. And then an army green and a black. So now I'm going to go back because this is so cute. I wonder what size I got. And I got a medium. And I'm like a size like 9 in pants. And usually I wear a large in a shirt. So today I am collabing with Lisa. Oh yeah, your teeth are looking whiter. I have no idea what I'm doing for these DIY lemons. Woo! No. Oh, buddy, are you a mess?